Technology has changed extensively throughout the years. During those years of change, there are many positives and negatives that have been uncovered. It has effectively made us able to contact one another and gain information all while on the go. The negatives of technology can be just as heavy. However, with new technology rising, teens are becoming more and more addicted to their devices. Technology has become a way for people to escape real life. Face-to-face interaction is less than before, and health problems dealing with technology are rising. Massive usage of technology is taking over the world and our lives.
From the size of things to new technology, things are just advanced unbelievably.
We had computers 20 years ago, but we didn't have internet. We barely had email, so there was very little. We had the telephone, so but it's just speedier now and more mobile. You can just, we didn't have this walking around the sidewalks 20 years ago. So it has become much more mobile. Technology has become much more mobile.
How closely attached to my cell phone am I?
I would say very, very closely.
I mean, my phone is my life right now, basically my lifeline.
Pretty attached. It's like basically my life. Like, I can't live without it. I can't leave it home because then I'll feel empty at school. I need to use it like 24/7.
Sometimes I wish that we would go back to the old days when you didn't depend on your cell phone so much. In a way, it's good, but there's some drawbacks to the cell phone technology. I see how people have become so dependent on the cell phones and the technology, and it's like they just they're missing out on a whole lot of other things, like socializing with people and basically just talking. People need to learn how to speak to each other and socialize in that way instead of just having their heads down and just typing away at some phone. Young kids, teenagers or whatever, you guys have gotten so attached to these phones, and it's like that's your whole life. Before, we had to learn how to schedule our day and work around just picking up the phone and being able to communicate. So I think we had a little bit more of a survival type of instinct back then. Now the kids are like, if you don't have your cell phone, what do I do? I like the fact that I can pick up the phone and basically, contact and find out where you're at the moment. And so that's great. That's one good side of the cell phone. But the other side is that I think you guys are just so hooked on texting, and that's basically all you do all day, and you lose out on a lot of other things in life.
A lot of kids, basically our age, get addicted to cell phones because it's like basically a new hobby. Like, stay on your phone, text. Most kids in school don't follow the rules. I only use it in school, like the classes. I only text in classes that I barely pay attention in or I need to pay attention in. And like, it distracts kids from school, but it's like a fun new way. It's like a hobby, having your phone out and doing whatever you want to do. Live. Like, my phone's my life. Like, one day without my phone I'll feel empty because I need to talk to people. I need to go on the internet since new phones have internet. And I don't know, I just feel empty. I wouldn't be able to live.
There's children are spending far too much time at home. They're not doing outdoor activities anymore. That's probably a catch-22 thing. It's good in one way and bad in another. And it's peer pressure, One kid in the classroom has it, their friends have to have it. And that puts pressure on the parents to buy the product for them, So it's a bad thing, I think. Kids should be talking to each other, not phoning each other, We're not talking to each other anymore. In fact, I have a friend, I send him a text message, he never texts me back, he phoned me back. I want to speak to you. I don't want to send you little messages. So he's one of the exceptions, I reached a point where it was total saturation. The new phones are doing so much more. I decided to go back to basics. I don't need a camera on my phone. I don't need the internet and emailing, etc. I've gone back to basics with just a phone that I can talk to somebody and send a text message. So I've gone backwards. I don't need all this advanced technology.
In very large part to how we interact with each other. I think that that people are much less dependent on their own memories, which is interesting that you asked about, memorizing phone numbers. I think people, myself included, use it as an information resource, which has its positives and negatives. I think that, especially watching children and their families, the children are plugged in all the time, and there's not a whole lot of interaction left on a day-to-day basis. I know that as someone who was raised without electronics and then got into myself as I grew older, watching my younger siblings, sitting at the table and texting and not carrying on conversations when everyone else in the room is, it's disappointing. It's sad. I think it takes a lot of personal interaction out of our culture.
My name is Jasmine Joseph, and I look a little glum because I've been told that I have to go 3 days without my cell phone, technology in general, actually, without my TV and computer and stuff. And it's going to be hard because, like me, I take the bus to school and I have to listen to my music because I don't like hearing people's conversations. And then as soon as I come home from school, I go straight to my computer. And it's going to be hard because I have, nothing else to do. What am I going to do when I come home from school? What am I going to do on the way to school?
Hi, I'm Carmelo Varela, and I'm trying to live my life without technology for about 3 days. I think it's going to be hard, but, in the end, it should pay off because I feel that we're so closely attached to our cell phones and our computers that we need it, and it's part of, our everyday life. And I feel that if I let go of the connection with technology, I'll feel that it's an accomplishment for me and not a negative thing.